Granny Pep here, and it's World Radio Day.
I remember as a little girl, the most popular thing at Christmas time was to get a transistor radio. And at first, the transistor radios were just AM. AM radios tended to be a little bit staticky here and there, and it was nice to have a good antenna for those. When I was 6 years old, my dad was serving in Vietnam, and we got a very special phone call on Christmas. And this was arranged through a type of radio called a ham radio. These ham radio operators volunteered to create a network that allowed soldiers to call home from Vietnam. We were given a certain time to be available for the call, and we were given a duration of the call. You can imagine what a scramble it was to get your words in and tell Daddy you love him and all of that. But it was a very special Christmas, and I'll never forget it. Of course, it was sad to have Dad away, but to get to talk to him from so far away, that was wonderful. Another kind of radio is an FM radio, and FM stands for frequency modulation, as opposed to AM, which stood for amplitude modulation. And it was interesting because AM would reach further, but it was very staticky, whereas FM had much clearer sound, but it didn't go as far. So if you were listening to an AM radio station, let's say you were traveling, that station would last a good long while. But if you were listening to an FM station, you had to search for another station sooner. Most of you are familiar with satellite radio, which doesn't seem to have any of the issues that we had with AM and FM. We listen to a satellite radio station all the way from North Carolina to Boston when we make that trip. So satellite radio has definitely improved things, but it comes at a cost. You didn't have to pay for AM radio or FM radio with money. You paid with the patience for listening to advertisements. So with satellite radio, you're paying for the convenience of not listening to advertisements. And of course, I'm sure there's costs involved with the whole satellite getup. I'm not sure, but I'm sure someone can let me know. And that, my friends, is all I know about radio. You can fit it into a very short video. I will see you tomorrow with a new fabulous holiday.
Tehnologije.